Hey guys, I hope everybody's been having a good holiday. I haven't done a video in a little while, but I decided to do one that's a little bit different. Not necessarily keto related, but definitely autoimmune related, which is the whole reason I started keto in the first place. So hopefully this will be relevant for some of you. But about 5 weeks ago, I started Cosentyx, a new biologic, because my Remicade wasn't working anymore. And those of you who are familiar with Cosentyx, there's a 5-week loading period. And so I just finished that. I took my last shot of the loading period on Wednesday. So I've taken 5 doses now, 5 weeks in a row, injections. Mine are 2 injections at one time. So I do 1 in each thigh. And I just wanted to kind of check in and let everybody know what I've noticed so far in taking Cosentyx, maybe some of the side effects that I've noticed. And if you've been on Cosentyx as well, I would love to hear in the comments what your experiences were too. So I didn't really have any side effects with Remicade. I was on it for 7 years. Obviously it's a biologic, but different since it's administered via IV, and this one is a self-injection. So the first thing I've noticed, and I'm hoping that this kind of goes away as it becomes just once a month I do the injections versus every week. So that's what's gonna happen now since I took one on Wednesday. A month from Wednesday, I'll take my next dose. So I'm gonna have 4 weeks or so without any, now that my body's all loaded up with it. So I have a feeling that these side effects will subside a bit, but so far what I've noticed is that my skin just feels really itchy. I don't really have a rash or anything, but super itchy. So I've taken Benadryl the last couple nights. I've also bought like an anti-itch lotion that has like hydrocortisone in it. But that just really kicked in the last week, maybe 2 weeks. And I have a feeling, although I don't know for sure, there's no other reason why I would have that. So I have a feeling it's a side effect of the medication. And maybe it's just because during the loading dose period, you're getting so much more in your body. So we'll see if that kind of goes away. The first couple weeks that I was on it, I definitely noticed that I was extremely tired, like super, super tired. That has worn off a little bit. Like luckily I'm on holiday vacation right now, so I'm not working or my normal business, so that probably is helpful. Those are really the main 2 things that I've noticed. Definitely with the shots, you need to let them sit out and get room temperature so that they're not cold, because if they're cold they'll sting more going in. But other than that, I haven't noticed a whole lot, as it hasn't been too complicated. You know, it definitely doesn't really hurt that bad putting them in. The needle's super small. It stings a little bit the faster you kind of push it in, so I try to push it in really slowly and then kind of leave the syringe in there for an extra 30 seconds, minute or so after I'm done, just to make sure that it all kind of stays in there. I haven't gotten bruises on my injection sites or anything like that. The only other thing that is possibly happening, I feel like I've lost more hair than usual in the last few weeks, but I kind of think anytime you switch something up like that, that can happen. So again, hopefully now that this loading dose is over, that kind of calms down a little bit too. It's nothing too crazy, but it seems to be like more hair in my brush than normal. So so that's kind of how my Cosentyx experience is going so far. There's definitely some joints that I'm hoping I see improvement with, but I never really expect that to happen till, you know, the 3-month period, maybe even 4 months, 6 months for sure. There's a couple of visibly swollen joints that I have that I'm hoping would be reduced by then. Otherwise, I'd question if it was really working or not. I'm also on Areva, which is a pill that I take every day. So the combination of those 2 is what is supposed to be keeping my psoriatic arthritis and psoriasis under control. So let me know down below if you've been on this combination of drugs or if you've been on either one of them separately. I would love to know your experiences as well. And every so often I will check in again with my Cosentyx update. Thanks everybody. Have a good one.